Now we're good.
Now we're good. Okay, hello there, and welcome back to the road to Smarkdom. It's that way. So focus. This time, on our little stop on this road, we have watched Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles at Wrestle Kingdom 10, 2016, for the Intercontinental Championship, or their Intercontinental shit. IC Championship. Fuck. Alright. So let's just hop right into your thoughts. But before that, I had like a little promo thing, a little video package thing, the backstory, all in Japanese, so you're welcome. But the first thing you see is that this match is not even once until now. So that's cute, English. Go on. What's your thoughts?
It was a good match.
No. I want the beginning to end.
Okay, so it starts off with like 4 minutes of introductions.
Yes.
I love having 4 minutes of things I don't understand in languages I can't speak yet.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Hey, you gotta learn somehow.
Yeah, by watching that and anime, you'll learn Japanese in no time. Started off with... I think they just circled each other for like at least 10 seconds to start off the match, which was okay, because, you know, if we can't start off every match with a clothesline, Marc.
Hey, that's my thing. That's my character. Sorry.
But it was good. AJ's a high flyer. I like high flyers. Shinsuke, he was pretty flashy.
You're bleeding.
I'm
You busted open, buddy. You taking a couple clotheslines already?
Whoops.
You want that off? It's like
no, that's good.
Okay. Hardcore.
If it runs, it runs. Where was I?
You said Shinsuke was a what?
He was a very, very flashy wrestler.
Yes.
Which is good.
One of the commentators says he's the Michael Jackson of wrestling. He kind of is.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't...
He has rock star charisma, some would say.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I also, you know, don't fully understand what he means by that, so I can't fully agree. But it was a nice match. It wasn't too slow. It had moments where both of them were like dead tired, but still fighting through, which I like. They didn't really get tired until what I thought was like a reasonable time into the match, which is good. It's what we pay for. We don't pay for like a bunch of sweaty, out of shape men getting tired after like 2 minutes.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Time travel back to the 80s. That's all we wanted.
Yeah. I don't know what more is there to say. It was just a really good match.
Well, I'll tell you what more is to say.
Okay.
I'll give you the backstory.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll do that. One time what to do. I said I was gonna do that before you said anything, so I'm gonna do that. Shinsuke Nakamura, or Nakamura Shinsuke, as the American announcers say Shinsuke. I'm like, man, you're just...
That's just objective.
That's just wrong.
Even I know that's wrong.
I stopped saying like at the end of the name is always S-U-K-E. I stopped saying Suke when like I watched Naruto back in the day. It said Sasuke. I'm like, okay, that's the right way to say it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shinsuke was the current Intercontinental Champion. Nailed it. And long time veteran of New Japan Pro Wrestling. He has an MMA background, since an MMA match, a proficient mat wrestler, and he's known for his hard-hitting style, as you've seen. And he's been their heavyweight champion 3 times, the IC champion 5 times. He's fought Brock Lesnar before for the heavyweight championship.
In NJPW or
in New Japan.
Oh, cool.
So like after he went to the NFL, he wrestled in Japan, and then after that he went to UFC. So they don't really mention that, even though
they don't.
Yeah. He had a couple matches there. He was their champion. Brock Lesnar was for a while. Anyways,
he's everybody's champion at least once.
At least once. So. He was a fan. He was a fan favorite and is a fan favorite. You know, for that just brutal style. He's changed his style over the years. He's more like a regular do everything type wrestler, but people really like when you just lay into somebody with those kicks and stuff. So he's been wrestling for about 15, 16 years and has a lot of respect from his peers. And that's what the story's really about. It's about respect. And AJ Styles' backstory going into this was he was known mostly for his time in TNA shit promotion, but he was great in it. capture many championships, but also wrestled in WCW, Ring of Honor, New Japan, WWE, so on. AJ Styles has always been a great athlete, and despite his diminutive size, he's like 5'10", 5'11", but he's like jacked though. He's like 220, so it makes up for it. And he's even been passed on like in 2000. Like he was gonna sign with WWE like 2002, 2003, and they passed on him because he's too short. What about talent? It's not a thing. Okay.
Isn't John Cena like barely 6 feet though?
He's like 6'2", so
Oh. I guess yeah, like 4 inches, but
yeah. And yeah, he ended up going 2013 to Japan, all over the place. He said, "Fuck TNA, this is horrible. They don't know how to write stories at all."
smart man.
Yeah, and he went there, became the leader of the Bullet Club. He was the leader of the Bullet Club before Kenny Omega, after a guy named Finn Balor and Fergal Devitt.
Finn Balor. Never heard that name before.
Yeah. Anyways, he was the Bullet Club, basically a group of men that want all the championships, all the power for themselves, and they're willing to do anything for it. Not have backstage brawls but not having any lynching or judgment sessions. Let's say they're not racist.
Good. Most people wouldn't lynch.
I decided to cover my bases on that.
Okay.
They're okay. They're unbound to a point. Anyways, at the time AJ had been wrestling for 15 years, so he was highly respected. So it's a battle of respect. Nakamura and AJ Styles, their careers have been paralleled but haven't crossed until now. So, did you listen to the commentary? That's the next thing I want to talk about.
I did.
Okay, what you feel about it?
It did not stand out. In the moment it was good, but it is not something I distinctly remember, like, specific lines from. I don't remember them shouting move names like with the previous match when they did Rainmaker.
Mm-hmm.
They shouted that all the time, or anything RJ? JR. Yeah, anything JR said.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good, but it wasn't like it was a good time, but not memorable.
I liked it. I liked the two of the people. The third one, I'm like, why the fuck are you in here? So it's Kevin Kelly, Matt Striker, those two good ones. People that can actually speak English. And a third guy named Yoshitatsu. And he wasn't able to wrestle in that card because he had his neck broken by AJ's Styles Clash. So he was out for like 10 months. And he was like, he's on commentary. He's on the English commentary team for some reason. And he can barely speak English. Like, it's like me speaking German. It's not fluent at all. It's very incoherent. He's taking all day. You can tell he's thinking, how am I going to form this sentence? And like, this is not...
Yeah,
it's not good.
That's one thing I do remember. Is one of the guys called over to him. He was like, "What do you think about like insert scenario?" And I'm like, "Is this just fan noise? Because I don't understand what's being said, and I don't think it's actually coming from a commentator." But apparently it was.
Like, it's not a football game like that. Slow place. You can take time what you're saying. Like, no, this is a wrestling match. It can literally end at any point. You're just sitting there thinking about how to conjugate a verb. Anyways, that was annoying to me. No reason why you got his neck broken. He's not that smart. Entrances. How do you feel about the entrances?
They were, I guess, par for the course.
Right.
You know, they were flashy, but I wasn't worried that their hair was going to catch on fire and we were all going to die.
That's not what I was asking.
They were good.
Like, you could tell a little bit about their character when you watch their mannerisms and their music.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
I'm not good at interpreting these kinds of things.
Right.
I mean, I can tell when someone is... I can usually tell when someone's a high energy person because they come in with high energy music, lots of pyro, and they're like, jumping around and they're, moving. Like Brock Lesnar's not really high energy.
He's intense.
He's intense. He's like a lumbering intensity.
Yeah.
But in this one, AJ Styles, I felt like, yeah, he was going to be bouncing off the walls. Shinsuke Nakamura he didn't quite strike me as that high energy, but he had a level to him.
Alright. So the story of the match was what to you?
I don't know how to answer that.
So, in matches, You know, professional wrestling is a storytelling medium, and usually it's a basic storytelling device would be working a body part or something is on the line. Both of those were present here. So what did you see from that front?
Okay, so the championship was on the line.
There you
the
go.
Intercontinental. Shinsuke was working his back a lot. That I probably wouldn't have caught on to if the announcers hadn't said he's really working the back and the front. I think they.
Yeah, the lower back and the lower front.
Yeah. He was working on the abdomen, and I couldn't pick up on what Styles was doing. He was just doing a lot of stuff.
He kind of worked on his knee a little bit, but kind of just went everywhere. Because, I mean, his finishing move is just the whole body getting slammed down, so you don't only have to work on one thing.
Yeah.
That was basically the story. And, you know, the respecting, like I said. There was like there was a lot of like good acting moments, a lot of good facial expressions. And it added a level of intensity that I think it added a level of intensity that we don't see normally in matches. So what did you think about the facial expressions and the body language and how that contributed to the story?
I felt like they were keeping their, like, the level of, like, energy and fatigue that they were showing kept pace with where they should have been and kind of kept pace with each other. Where it wasn't like, you know, one person just looked dead and the other was, you know, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. But that's about all I can say.
Alright, well, I'll give you an example of the facial expression thing. Near the end, Shinsuke's finisher move is called the Bumae, which is Japanese for kill him. And it's the running knee strike, basically he's ramming his knee into your head. And you die. And so he did that 3 times in this match.
Okay.
He did one early, but he had 2 right at the end. And he hit the second to last one right back of AJ Styles' head. But since he was so tired, I think he just fell down and he started to get up. But the camera was on AJ. Well, he was the focus, but in the background you could see Shinsuke getting up and getting ready for another one. It was good. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it was a good shot. And you can see AJ Styles' face, and he's just out of it. He's like kind of like, I don't know what to compare it to. It's like somebody that was just getting ready to get put down. Like just put one more bullet in the back of his head and shoot him one more time. He's done.
He was a very defeated man.
Yeah, but he didn't even know what was coming next, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then next Bumae came and he was done, and he was out for a little bit, and immediately put like ice bag on him or whatever. And after the match, did a little fist bump, because respect, and then had AJ Styles to get help to the back. And Shinsuke celebrated, and then like a month after that, at the end of that was in January, like January 5th or something. At the end of January was the Royal Rumble for WWE, and AJ Styles was in that, and Shinsuke debuted on WWE NXT like in February. So yeah, that was usually when the contracts are about to expire. They're like, you're gonna lose to like our stars that are staying here to make our stars here that are staying here long term look good. They didn't do that here. They gave them what they deserve. It's a little nice championship match against each other. That's nice. That doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah.
You interested in seeing any more of either their work?
Sure.
Well, it's a yes or no question.
Yeah.
Say no. Okay.
I'd like to see maybe their WWE debuts if we can. Okay. Maybe.
Alright.
Or like the best match you can think of in WWE with.
Okay, the best match that AJ Styles had in WWE thus far was at SummerSlam of that same year. It was against John Cena. And it was about 25, 30-minute match. And yeah.
Wait, is that the best event though? Because remember, we're doing the.
It was a pretty good event.
We're doing the whole event format.
Well, that was a 4-hour pay-per-view, but I mean, you have. Are we going to read the comic? We talk about the comic book next week, or the wrestling show next week? I think whichever one is faster to get through should be the one we do next week.
The wrestling will be faster to get through.
Okay. Well, you have a whole week to do that. And it's 4 hours, and yeah, I think who was other matches? Finn Balor versus Seth Rollins.
Should be good.
Was pretty good. We'll talk about that then. What else? What was the main event? Oh, it was Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar.
Ooh.
Randy Orton gets fucked.
I want to see that
It was
specifically.
They had a women's match, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. That's the first women's match you're gonna see. You seen a women's match before? I know you saw like Trish Stratus before in that SummerSlam thing.
I've seen like clips of women's matches, but I've never like seen a whole one or seen like stuff.
I'm trying to think what else is really good. They have one more that's really good on there. I don't know. I think there's a ladder match of some sort. But anyway, it was pretty good. And there's a lot to talk about there. So anyways, I wrote down all the big stuff in the match. We don't have to go over that. We basically said how we felt about the match.
Yeah.
It was good, and how you feel is good.
It was good. Yeah.
All right. So,
gave me a couple of ideas for things we could do in our wrestling shows.
Like what?
That's part of what inspired my creator wrestler idea for NJPW that we will discuss
Okay, plans.
at a later date.
I like that. So, I came in with an idea to do for the next event, but we're going to do SummerSlam 2016, and after that, I want to show you Survivor Series 1998, which was, in my eyes, that could have been a movie, because every match played to the next one, because it was a tournament. And, you had Stone Cold there, The Rock, Mankind, a lot of good characters there. But anyways, we're doing SummerSlam 2016. It's gonna be good. So, you can comment. Again, you can comment. Definitely rate. Subscribe is a thing that you can do. You have the option. You can go to our Teespring store.
It's all available.
Buy merch. You can go to our Patreon. Give us money.
Or you can just... Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have agency. You have options to do all these things.
You're a human being, I'm assuming.
Or a cyborg of some sort. You have agency to press this video, unless you're a view bot, which I didn't pay for this, so
it's not my problem.
not my problem. So
well, it is our problem. It's not our fault.
Yeah. Anyways, see you later.